back to Candid Football Conversations. This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You can follow me under my social media handles, arunfoot. And today I've got a guest with me, Kabir Nath, one of the young footballers that people are talking about when we talk about Indian footballers in Europe. Kabir, thanks a lot for taking the time out. How are you doing today?
Hi Arunav, all good. Thank you for having me on your channel. It's a pleasure, and yeah, looking forward to the questions and getting into the conversation.
Exactly. Getting into the conversation, there's been quite a bit of interest. I guess you've also felt it on your own social medias in the recent weeks and months. Someone who's been playing in Spain and now in Andorra, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel very good. I definitely feel very grateful for the recognition and support I've been getting lately, and of course for bringing pride to my family and hopefully to my country, and also very blessed at the same time, thanking God always for all the all the everything I've been blessed with, all the support, all the love, and yeah, and all the recognition. Definitely very helpful and motivates me a lot. So yeah, it's overall very positive. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting me and recognizing my efforts.
Let's start with the young Kabir. How did you start playing football?
So I started very, very young. When I was 5, 6, I was already kicking a ball everywhere. And, just in my society, I used to live in an apartment. So at home in the park, where all the kids from the neighborhood would meet, we would play always. And I I recognized early on that I had something, right? A talent and in this handle natural passion and attractiveness towards it. Like I would get attracted to playing football always. And then, funnily enough, my mother always wanted me to play cricket. And in school, we used to have this thing called evening sports. So after school finished, we would get into school teams, and I was always athletic and lean and whatnot. So they would make me field, and I wasn't very good at cricket, I must say. And I would always run away from that to go to football practice and just be alone, kick a ball for hours. So I was always eager to play. And then, yeah, one day I told my parents that I don't want to do anything else. Very early on, I decided I wanted to be a professional, and I have never deterred, never changed my opinion. And my parents saw the drive and they supported me, thankfully. So, yeah.
So you're one of millions of kids who have that desire, that urge, to try and become a professional football. You went at a very, very young age to Spain. How did that happen, and at what age did you go to Spain?
So I went to Spain to play a tournament when I was 13, and I did very well at the tournament. I became top scorer. I scored 7 goals in 7 games. At that time in Spain, it's infantil, under 14, so it's 7 aside. And I did well. I was physically good for my age. Um, so a club called UE Cornea and an academy approached my father who was there as well, and it all started from there. And the conversation began: can you send him here, whatnot? And they had a residential program, and I had to convince my father in the way, not that he wasn't willing to support me. Of course, they have always my parents have always been willing to support me, but I had to show him that I was ready for it. I was mentally prepared for it. I was tough, and I was ready to sacrifice everything. And so I had to work very hard, and my father saw that I was ready for it. I wouldn't be distracted or not. And yeah, they took the decision to send me to Spain.
So you end up in Spain. You've played a number of years in Spain. I mean, how was the experience? What were the learnings playing football over there?
There's two sides to it. One is football, and one is personal life as well. You know, um, I've been very blessed with the opportunity, for sure. I must say, thanking God and my parents and whatever the situation. But football-wise, of course, the great development system, great lot of teams, lots of pitches, great resources. So anyone who wants to grow, it's a great place for young players to grow. And yeah, I think it was very positive for me, but at the same time, mentally very tough. Like on the personal side of my life, I was very young. I was 14. I left home. Without my family, without knowing the language, I had to adapt to everything, which made me mature a little bit faster, grow more, and become mentally stronger. Because I think that's important. In hindsight, at that time, you don't understand as a teenager, as a young
Mm.
person, like why all these things happen. But now I'm grateful for all my obstacles because they made me stronger. They made me go. And you need mental strength to succeed in this industry in football. You need, or in anything in life, you need mental strength to succeed. If you are weak, you won't work out in anything. So it is very important, and it made me grow definitely.
In January this year, you moved to Andorra to Atletic America. How did this happen, and why the move into the mountains?
Right. So the Andorran League has always been very lucrative for me. When I finished my youth football in Spain, I went to clubs in Tercera Ref, which is a very good level. But I wanted to play first division, right? So in 2021, I had signed with UE and Gordon, right? And my paperwork had some problems. So after 6 months, I moved back to a club called Villajoyosa, Club de Football in the Valencian region in Tercera Ref. And but I wasn't able to play, you know, registered. My license wasn't able to come through professionally to play. So that stayed there. And then now it got lined up again. I got a call, and they wanted to sign me, this club. So in August, we lined it up. I went there. I signed everything. But again, the paperwork got delayed and the transfer window closed. So I
Yeah.
wasn't able to. And the paperwork in Andorra is a little bit more complicated. So it has nothing to do with Spain, So me having whatever paperwork in Spain didn't translate. So I had to start over and there wasn't enough time. So I was able to sign in January, thankfully, get registered and have a great experience.
So great experience. How is it suddenly to play? You were playing in the lower levels of Spain. Now you're playing in Andorra at the highest level in the top tier. How's that experience been over the last few months?
I must say, it's been a great experience, a learning curve, definitely, for a young player like me, to taste professional football. Made me grow a lot. Of course, the league is very competitive, and it's filled with. Andorra has very few people, not a very big population, but so the most of the league is filled with foreign players, right?
Okay.
And who come from first division in different countries or second division of Spain, high leagues in Spain. So it's very very competitive, definitely. Of course, financially the league is well set, and also they compete for European spots. So the team that comes first, the team that wins the league plays Champions League qualification. The team that comes second plays Conference League qualification, and the team that wins the Andorran Cup, the Copa Constitución, also plays European qualification. So it is very lucrative for players to come and to be able to play European football at the highest level. So definitely it is highly competitive, very demanding, and I've learned a lot. And yeah, great experience, learning curve definitely.
So that's good for you personally. You've learned a lot, but America got relegated in the end. Any plans? Can you share anything that you're planning for the new 2024-2025 season, or is it still in the works?
First of all, I would like to express my gratitude towards the club, Atletic America, of course, for giving me the opportunity. Definitely, that's football. Things don't work out sometimes. We got relegated on the last day of the season on goal difference, and that's football. That's how life is. Sometimes, you know, um, you plan things out well, and that's just how cruel the game is. You know, and but at the same time, I've learned a lot. Individually, it has been a great season for me. I played a lot of minutes, started all the games, and been able to show my skills, my ability, definitely, and learn from great players. For example, Matias Mirabaje, who played in first division all his life in played Copa Libertadores, and players like him who was also in Club Atletic America with me this season, and he also played in India in the Indian Super League. So I was able to talk to him and play train with him. And unfortunately, yeah, having great players like him too, and still we got that's how football is sometimes. But definitely been a great experience, you know, and yeah, it's fine. We have to. I'm sure the club will be back in the first division. They won't stay for long in the second division. I don't think so. And I do wish them all the best.
Well, that's how it is, right? As you say, that's football, that's life. You have to go down and hopefully then come bump again. As an Indian who plays football, do you have any plans or dreams to go back to India and play top level football there?
So the Indian Super League, I've been watching, observing closely, and it looks very good. The playing standards are very high now. It is very attractive. The broadcasting, the professionalism, the fans, the pitches, everything is very good. Even the players I speak to, because I used to live we were in a hotel, so I used to live with a lot of players from the top clubs in Andorra in the first division as well, and they also spoke about how good the league is, and everyone is now aware of the Indian Super League, and it has definitely been a great step up for Indian football and for Indian players. So I have been observing closely, and there has been interest, from various clubs, and they have contacted me. But in regards to next season, I don't know. I don't know yet. My agent, my team is on it. I try to focus solely on football, and whatever is best for my development, we will take a stand. Because there have been offers in Andorra, outside of Andorra, and speaking of India as well. So I have not decided yet. I have not signed anywhere yet. I I have not decided yet. For now, it's summer. There's still time to go for pre-season, and yeah, depending on what we have on the table, we will take a decision soon, hopefully.
Well, as I said, no, that's football, and again, hopefully you'll take the right decision for yourself. Then there's the other part. Again, playing club football in India is the one thing, but as an Indian, is that the dream maybe one day to represent the Indian national football team?
Of course, of course. I was with the Indian national team under 17 in the World Cup squad. I got injured, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there. I was also in the All Star squad in 2022 when they held the camp, and yeah, it of course it's a dream. It would be an honor to represent my country. It is the highest objective in Indian football. Definitely it is one of my objectives in my career, and I do want to make my country proud. I'm very patriotic, and so I do want to definitely play for India soon, and hopefully it happens soon.
Well, from my side, the best of wishes that you can fulfill your dream and represent the country. Before we end, Kabir, if people are watching this interview but have not been following what you do, um, any social medias you have that they could follow you?
Yes, so I have Instagram. I have been active on Instagram. If you do want to follow me and support me, you can follow me on my Instagram handle is at Kabir KABIR underscore Nath NATH 7. So if you do want to follow me, I would be grateful. Thank you for your support, and yeah, thank you for your best wishes. Thank you for the interview. It was great to have come on the channel, and thank you for everything.
Kabir, thanks a lot, and I'll surely keep an eye on what you're doing. And not only I think a lot of people will follow you. Maybe some have been following you already. Some others might now start to follow your progress. All the best wishes, and yeah, hope to speak to you in the future again. Thanks a lot for this interview.
Thank you, Arunava. Thank you for everything.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'll be back here with more candid football conversations as well as interviews and lives. Thanks and goodbye.